Hey everybody, it's me, Lila, Gma Rides. And if you are looking at this, you are looking at the book section of my YouTube channel. And these are a series of books that I have made utilizing techniques that I've learned off Teachable. And I've been taking classes by somebody who is amazing called Nick the Booksmith. She has taught me how to make this book, and it is Masonite, which is the hard stuff underneath, and I have done a raised design on it. And then I covered it up with some fabric. I painted it. I gilded it because, as she says, if you have a lily, you really should gild it. I put some raised ridges on the spine, and then I did some stenciling and again gilded it. There's a little bit of gauziness peeping out there at the bottom and the top. I think it looks pretty that way, so I did that. This is a closure. Sorry, the shadow sucks in here because it's late at night filming this. And I use that to hold it tightly together when you get out and on the road and you wind up putting more in it than you thought you would. So, like I said, or I don't remember if I said or not, it's a saddlebag book. And you could actually use it for whatever you want. But Nick has taught me how to make these, and it's pretty cool because once you're done making the cover, you collect some of these pages, and some of them are things that I have tea stained. This in particular is off of something on Etsy that I have printed off. It's a digi-kit that Nick makes. Over here is a pocket that I have sewn. I'm sorry, I'll try and get a better angle on that. I've sewn this pocket, and it's pretty sturdy, and you can put things in it. You know, you can put stickers that people give you. You can put your own stickers in it, tuck a couple of receipts in there. And this particular book has a map motif, as you might be able to see, and a whole bunch of other stuff like nuts and bolts. And that's because I grab old, interesting books from the secondhand store, and I like to give them a new life. So if I see something that looks cool, I think, hey, let me stuff that in a book. And you can write your adventures on these pages. You can do some future planning for things you want to go do. You can, well, this is a dictionary page, so you can read about stuff there. And yeah, and then there's just other things that I thought looked pretty cool. A few little pages and some pictures. Nick is pretty generous with the free stuff that she gives it with her Teachable class. This is just a thing that I made and I tucked in because I thought it looked really cool. And that's the other thing, is I really like the artistic freedom that this gives me. And I have one of these in my saddlebags most of the time because I like to sit at the end of the day after I'm relaxing over a day well lived and take notes about what I saw that day and who I talked to, you know, things about that I'm thinking about the future, plans for the next day. What is this? Oh yeah, it's a map. Isn't that pretty? I also got that from Nick's digi-kits on Etsy. She has some really beautiful stuff, and it prints up so easily. So this book itself has roughly, I think, about 160 pages in it. There is some graph paper in here, and like I told you, some just interesting things from recycled books. Pardon the screaming in the background. I'm watching the Super Nanny. Actually, the dog and the cat are watching it. I've also pulled some pages out of Math for Technical Men. I also grabbed up an aerospace book. For some reason, I thought that was kind of interesting, so I threw that in there too. And this is always good to pay attention to. Be careful. We ride dangerous machines, don't we, people? I like to put in music, and this is particularly good for me because it was my middle grandson's. He was a saxophone player for a long time, till COVID put done to that. And then he graduated high school. I don't think he's done much more with it, but I wish he would. There's a few little envelopes tucked in here. And like I said, just some other random little things. You can tuck things in here, like receipts and stickers, like I said. Here's the other side of that. It's an old pharmacy bag. Isn't that weird? Yeah. What I do once I collect all these pages is I hand stitch them all into the spine. I do a little bit of machine sewing in here. I think it looks kind of cool. And I like the way it sounds when I turn the pages. I don't know, for some reason, I just love it. I also like the way it looks when you stain graph paper with tea and coffee. I used some tracing paper to make these cool little pockets. And my sewing machine, of course. And of course, you need a motorcycle picture in a motorcycle book, don't you? But yeah, you can see little bits of the spine cloth peeking through there. And once you're done collating all of those pages and sewing them on there, then you secure them into the cover that you've made. And yeah, but I had a lot of fun making this. And I hope you've enjoyed looking at it. And please consider giving it a like and leave me a nice comment. Only nice comments, okay? Okay. I'm not going to say I'm fragile or anything, but I am still pretty much learning how to do this. I've been at it for about a year now. And I've just started making this style of book. And I'm really having a lot of fun with it. And if you're interested in getting a hold of one for your saddlebags on your motorcycle, well, you probably know how to get a hold of me, don't you? Okay. All right. Talk to you later.